Hey there guys, gals, and non-binary pals, Jim Potter here. Welcome to my channel where I talk about books and bookish things. I upload on Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Central Time with some extra book reviews thrown in here and there. Like last week we wrapped up Banned Books Week, and for October in general we're doing the spooky books of October, which brings me to today's book, which is The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. Let's get into it. So this book I bought a while ago. This book came out in 2021. I think I bought this book in about 2023. And there are some Grady Hendrix books that I've read that I absolutely adore. Like, I absolutely loved My Best Friend's Exorcism. I adored Witchcraft for Wayward Girls and Horror Story. Are just absolutely brilliant books. Some of his best writing. And then other books, like The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, I thought was absolutely horrible. I DNF'd that book. Like, I could not bring myself to finish it. I just thought it was bad. And this book, The Final Girl Support Group, is trying really hard to be something and to say something and to be a mystery but be off the cuff funny and sardonic, and it's very meta, and it keeps talking about tropes and how horror movie franchises are made out of real girls' trauma. Like, let's jump in with book blurb. In horror movies, the final girls are the ones left standing when the credits roll. They made it through the worst night of their lives. But what happens after? Like his best-selling novel, The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, Grady Hendrix's latest is a fast-paced, frightening, and wickedly humorous thriller. From chainsaws to summer camp slayers, The Final Girl Support Group pays tribute to slyly subverts our most popular horror films. Movies like The Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream. Lynette Tarkington is a real-life final girl who survived a massacre. For more than a decade, she's been meeting with 5 other final girls and their therapist and support group for those who survived the unthinkable, working to put their lives back together. Then, one woman misses a meeting, and their worst fears are realized. Someone knows about the group and is determined to rip their lives apart again, piece by piece. But the thing about Final Girls is that no matter how bad the odds, how dark the night, how sharp the knife, they will never, ever give up. Like, this sounds great. This sounds absolutely great. But the problem is, it's not so much a horror novel as it is a mystery thriller. And if you've been around the channel for a while, you know I'm not the biggest fan of mystery thrillers. This one requires a lot of suspension of disbelief. So in this universe, horror movies are based on actual events. Like, they still have horror movies, they still have Stab, and like they call them other things for legal reasons, but they still have horror movies that we have today. They still have the franchises. And they're based on real things. It's like if true crime fans went to the nth degree and decided to not just be obsessed with certain murders, but to actually, like, put together movies inspired by them. And then, like, it's really weird. Really weird. Lynette is a final girl. She's absolutely insane. She is paranoid. She's a shut-in. She has a bunker-style apartment, and she talks to her plant. And her plant talks back to her, except not really, because it's a form of psychosis. But it's funny. This book just didn't do it for me. And I'm wondering if maybe I should stop reading Grady Hendrix. Because as much as I loved Witchcraft for Wayward Girls, as much as I loved Horror Store, as much as I loved My Best Friend's Exorcism, this book is not it. This book was not good. It was 2 stars because it was an interesting concept. It was an interesting premise, and Grady Hendrix has the most fascinating premises. Premisi? I don't know. You have the word. You make it happen, and then he's got little bits of ephemera, interviews, and case notes, and books thrown in this that take place in this fictional universe to bookmark the chapters. I did not like our main character. I thought she was a bad person. Like, not as bad as the horror movie monster that tried to do her in, but not a good person. I think that's the difference between this book and his other books that I liked, is that the people in the 3 books that I really liked were redeeming characters. Like in Horror Store, that's the one with the liminal IKEA knockoff horror like space. Like it's a liminal space, and he makes IKEA feel claustrophobic. And our character is going in to try and figure out what's happening to people, why the store is eating people, and she goes back to try and save somebody at the end at one point. And that's redeeming, that's admirable, that's noble. In My Best Friend's Exorcist, it's the power of friendship and familial love that saves the day. In Witchcraft for Wayward Girls, it's a girl who is a victim of circumstance and is a good person and is trying to do right by other people, and the other girls are trying to do right by themselves in a world that isn't built for them, and trying to carve out a path and carve out a future. And it's compelling characters. And this one, she's just crazy. She's just nuts. She's nutty. But not in like a fun way, not in like a manic pixie dream girl way, but in like a you should be in a rubber room kind of a way. And it's a 2-star read for me, and I think I'm going to stop reading Grady Hendrix, because this is 2 books, one that I just couldn't get through, and one that is absolutely just disappointing. But there's 3 that I thought were brilliant and that I own copies of, so it's like, I don't know, should I give Grady Hendrix another shot? He's got more books. I think somewhere I have a copy of How to Sell a Haunted House. Should I read that one, or should I unhaul it? Because I don't know. I just can't get into it every time. And like, his writing is very hit or miss. Like, it's either great or it's absolutely dreck. Let me know what you think. This book was a Bram Stoker Award nominee and a Goodreads Choice Award winner for horror. So let me know what you think, what you thought of the Final Girl support group in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think, if I should keep reading this author. And I'll see you in the next one. Happy reading. Bye.